So, as I said, meditation is about becoming free from our thoughts and learning how to uh, be less affected by our thoughts. Would that be nice or no? 그 명상은 이제 우리의 생각으로부터 자유로워지고 생각에 이제 생각으로부터 영향을 덜 받는 게 이제 명상이라고 볼 수 있죠. 그래서 sorry. So how do we become, free from our thoughts? Or yeah, we say mindfulness or awareness. So awareness is the essence of meditation. So and what is awareness? What is mindfulness? Anybody know? How do you define mindfulness or awareness? Yeah, being present. That's right. Yeah. Um, that's right. 그럼 아, 명상 그러니까 생각으로부터 자유로워지는 방법은 알아차림입니다. 알아차림이 명상의 핵심입니다. 알아차림이 뭐예요? 이제 현존한다고 이렇게 답을 주셨는데 맞아요. 그게 맞아요. So to be present, that is to be here and now. What that means is our mind should be here and now. Our body is always here and now, isn't it? Our body is never elsewhere. It's always here and now. Our body, right? So 우리의 몸은 이제 여기 현존한다는 것은 마음이 현존하는 것을 의미하는 거죠. 몸은 항상 현존하고 있어요. 현존한다는 게 이제 여기 이 순간에 있다는 것을 의미합니다. 그래서 이제 마음이 현존하는 거, 마음이 이 순간에 있는 거. So one of the easiest ways to become present is to be with the body, because the body is always here and now. Is always here, um, is always here in the present moment. So to be with the body means to be with the bodily sensations or senses, we could say. 그래서 아주 알아차림을 가질 수 있는 생각으로부터 자유로워질 수 있는 아주 단순한 좋은 방법은 이제 몸과 함께 하는 거예요. 몸과 함께 하면 몸은 항상 이 순간에 있기 때문에 여기 이 순간에 있기 때문에 몸과 함께 한다는 것은 몸 감각적인 그런 이제 육체적인 감각과 함께 한다는 것을 의미합니다. So that means to be with our kind of, we say eye consciousness, or you could say with sights. Be with the sights, or be with the sounds. These are kind of the objects of the five senses, isn't it? Yeah, kind of to be with the five senses. Object of the five senses is kind of the first step, first things to become aware of or become mindful of are the five senses, objects of the senses. 그래서 이제 가장 쉽고 첫 단계는 이제 생각으로부터 자유로워지는 방법은 이제 오감의 대상에 깨어나는 것이에요. 오감의 대상에 깨어나는 거, 보이는 거, 들리는 거, 느끼는 거, 이렇게 냄새하고 맛 이렇게. So when we become aware of, let's say, sights or something that is visual, just become aware of something right now. Maybe we can put the flowers here in the middle. Someone put there, if you can. Anyone? 여기 가운데 넣어주시면. Okay. Okay. So we just become aware of the flowers. Of that. This is being aware of a sight, isn't it? Being aware of something visual, isn't it? Are you aware of the flowers? If you are aware of the flowers, raise your hand. Okay. 그러니까 이거는 이제 보이는 것을 자각하는 거잖아요. 보이는 것을 자각하는 거. 이것부터 시작하는 거예요. 이게 제일 so we start with the visual, something visual, because because we have very kind of strong karma with visual things. We're very attached to pretty things, and we're kind of averse to the ugly things. So and we have this. Our karma means hope and fear, or like and dislike. We like pretty things, and we don't like ugly things. We are averse to ugly things, and we are attracted to pretty things. For example, we're attracted to um, who's your favorite uh, K-pop or whatever this or K like Korean star? Who is your like Psy? Really? Okay, okay. 싸이는 그렇게 잘생기지 않았는데. 싸이, okay, okay. But who do you find the most attractive? Like who is the best looking? Who is the Train to Busan? Who is that? 공유. Oh, 공유. He's tall. He was in 오징어 game like for I mean Squid Game. Brief. Okay, okay. 공유. Okay. 잘생겼죠. 공유. And you? Really? Okay, okay. You don't like those. Okay, you don't have anyone or any or like or Mexican star or Brad Pitt or anyone. Who do you find the most attractive? Like who? Shawn Mendes. I don't know him. Canadian. He's an actor? Okay. Singer. Okay. Okay. Shawn Mendes. Okay. And how about for you? 제일 예쁜 누구야? 없어요? 전인화? 전인화? 전인화 그 나이를 밝히는 거 아니야? 그거 전인화가 누군지 모르지만 처음 들어보네. 배우예요? 음. 아, 예뻐요? 오케이. 전인화. 오케이, 오케이. So anyway, we're attracted to good-looking things, right? We're attracted to good-looking people and things, and then we are averse to like ugly things or kind of, you know. 그래서 우리는 이렇게 보이는 것부터 시작하는 이유는 보이는 것에 대한 업이 가장 크기 때문이에요. 이렇게 좋고 나쁘고 하는 업이라고 하면 좋고 나쁘고 바람과 두려움. 이렇게 좋은 것을 이렇게 좋아하고 예쁜 것을 좋아하고 추한 것을 이렇게 안 좋아하고 이런 이게 습관이 있다는 거예요. So we have this karma um, with visual objects, and also the visual objects are the most gross kind of object of the senses. What that means is we have five senses, right? In Buddhism, we include the mind and we say six, but we have the five senses, and the grossest, meaning not the grossest like you're grossed out, that kind of gross, but kind of the most coarse or most obvious or most kind of 분명한, most kind of prominent, yeah, most prominent, most distinctive, yeah. I don't I haven't spoken English for 10 years, so it's like yeah. So most kind of prominent, most obvious, most kind of distinct, most distinct is the visual object. It becomes more subtle as like hearing, and also it becomes more and more subtle. 그러니까 가장 거친 대상이라고 이렇게 표현하는데, 거칠다는 거는 이렇게 막 보기 싫고 뭐 그런 거친 게 아니라 이제 가장 분명하다는 말이에요. 가장 분명하고 가장 이렇게 알아차리기 쉽고. So it's the easiest object to become aware of because it is so prominent, it is so distinct, it is so clear. So this is so we start with the visual object. So we become aware of visual objects, and once again, please look at the flower. 꽃을 한번 바라보세요. 예, 꽃을 자각하고 있죠. 꽃이 보이죠? Okay, so the flowers, you can see the flowers, right? You can see the flowers. That's mindfulness. That's awareness. That's awareness. The opposite of awareness, we call it distraction. Distraction. And distraction means lost in our thoughts. And how often are we distracted? 알아차림의 반대는 산란함이라고 해요. 산란함은 생각에 빠진 것을 의미합니다. 그래서 얼마나 우리는 산란합니까? How often are we distracted? How often are we lost in our thoughts? Yeah, all the time. All the time. 늘상 이렇게. So that's we live in complete distraction. So we have no awareness, and so now we try to get more awareness and less distraction, or we try to be more aware and less distracted. 우리의 목적은 더 깨어 있고 덜 산란하고 이제. So these two, awareness and distraction, are mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive, meaning that the more awareness you have, and then what do you have less of then? Yeah, distraction. The more distraction you have, then what do you have less of? Awareness. These are mutually exclusive. So you cannot have both at the same time. 그러니까 이게 상호 배타적이에요. 알아차림과 산란함. 알아차림이 많을수록 산란함이 이렇게 줄고, 이렇게 산란함이 더 많을수록 알아차림이 이제 없는 거예요. 이렇게 이게 상호 배타적, 같이 있을 수 없다는 거예요. 같이 있을 수 없다는 거예요. So like the great teachers or Buddha, like Buddha, he's never distracted, zero, never distracted, and so that's kind of like when we're almost always distracted. So that's the difference. Yeah. 그래서 부처님은 이제 결코 산란하지 않고 우리는 이제 늘상 산란한 거죠. So if we become more aware, more mindful, if we become more awake, to the present moment, then naturally, and we are less distracted, naturally the mind begins to open, begins to all the qualities of our mind, the natural qualities of the mind, start to manifest. We say the qualities of our true nature. 그래서 더 이렇게 알아차릴수록 자연스럽게 내면의 그런 성품, 내면에 이런 의미 있는 그런 평화와 자유와 자비가 이제 이렇게 드러나기 시작합니다. Okay. Yeah. So our mind begins to open, and our minds begin to become more flexible, more happy, more peaceful, more wise, and less distracted, and less busy, less commotion, less more simple, less complicated. And 우리의 마음이 점차 알아차림을 더 많이 가질수록 이렇게 덜 복잡하고 이렇게 좀 여유롭고 또한 덜 산란하고 이렇게 열리기 시작하고 또 여유로워지고 이렇게 점차 이렇게. So gradually little by little, okay, this happens, and then we're able to meditation affects every aspect of our life, relationships, our studies, everything, driving, eating, for the better. I mean, it enhances every aspect of our life. 그러니까 우리의 알아차림은 더 많이 가질수록 우리 삶의 모든 측면에 영향을 미쳐요. 그럼 우리의 모든 측면에서 더 이렇게 운전도 더 잘하고 요리도 더 잘하고 뭐랄까 관계가 좋아지고 이런 이제 모든 측면에 그 좋게 영향을 미친다는 겁니다. Yeah, we'll start, this week by becoming aware of sights, of visual objects. Okay, and very simple. It's just if you see the visual object, if you see the visual object, or it is, then that's awareness. Because the opposite of awareness, what is the opposite of awareness? Yeah, distraction. So if you are distracted, meaning let's say you are thinking of 공유, okay? Yeah, if you're thinking of 공유, then can you see the flowers? Are the flowers seen? No, because what is seen is 공유. Yeah, 그게 나을 수도 있겠네. 아무튼 uh, 이, this, because when you are lost in your thoughts, it's like you are a zombie. You know, you are like you're not here. Your mind is elsewhere, so you don't see anything, you don't hear anything, you don't feel anything, because you're lost in your thought. 그래서 마음이 산란하면 보이지도 않고 들리지도 않고 느끼지도 않아요. 생각에 빠져 있기 때문에. 그래서 보이는 즉시 알아차림이 있는 거예요. 그래서 이번 주는 이제 보이는 것을 지금은 이제 보이는 것을 알아차리도록 하는 거예요. So yeah, so becoming aware of the sights or visual objects. That means like when we look at the flowers, then automatically we have our dualistic mind arises, and if it's something attractive, we want to get it, we want to have it, we want to keep it, we want to have it forever. This kind of uh, my, habitual mind arises. So, and if we follow that habitual mind, then we create karma, and it makes our mind, we lose touch with the present moment, and then we create karma, and this is creates suffering. So, 그래서 이렇게 뭐 꽃을 바라볼 때, 그럼 저절로 우리의 분별심이 일어나요. 좋고 나쁘고. 좋은 것은 가지려고 해요. 영원히 가지려고 하고 이렇게. 이 꽃을 보면 뭐 꽃을 나도 집에서 꽃을 좀 사야 되겠다. 뭐 어쨌든 이런 식으로 마음이 일어나요. 이렇게 좋아하는, 집착하는 마음이 일어나고, 근데 그런 마음을 따라가면 이제 업이 만들어지고 고통이 만들어지는 거예요. 이렇게 또 이 순간으로부터 이제 이 순간이 이렇게 무너지고. Okay. So and then this presence becomes lost. You're no longer present. You're just making some kind of fantasy. You want to get the flowers. You want to buy flowers. You want to maybe have flowers at home. This kind of, you start to enhance your desire and, increase your desire, and then this becomes attachment, and then this is how you create karma. So, yeah, so just be aware of the object, the visual object, and let go of your thoughts. Don't give any importance to the thoughts. That is meditation. 명상은 그럼 보이는 것을 알아차리고 이제 일어나는 생각을 그냥 두는 거예요. 이렇게 거기에 중요성을 두지 않는 거, 안 따라가는 거예요. 놓아버리는 거죠, 생각을. 이렇게. 그래서 보이는 것을 알아차리고. So, yeah, just become aware of the flowers for now, and maybe put your mind on the flower. Just, just very kind of comfortably. Don't try too hard. But then don't be too lax either. Yeah, like kind of like in the middle is try to just be aware of the flowers. We'll do that for just a few minutes, okay? 그럼 이 꽃을 알아차리는 연습을 같이 해볼게요. 그냥 보이기만 하면 되는 거예요. 너무 애쓰거나 너무 집중할 필요 없이. Okay? Okay, so we'll just try that, alright? For a few minutes. Just look at the flowers with a relaxed mind, okay? So now you have some kind of experience of awareness. That's awareness, being present, and it's nothing spectacular, but the more you are aware, then the more your mind will become still and peaceful. So, 네, 이제 뭐 알아차림을 경험하신 거요? 그리고 알아차림은 무슨 뭐 아주 평범한 거요. 무슨 이렇게 그렇지만 알아차림을 더 많이 가질수록 마음이 점차 이렇게 평화로워지고 고요해집니다. So now, you know, you can become aware of not only visual objects, but also anything, anything that's all the objects of the senses, meaning sights. For example, this be aware of sound, be aware of touch or feeling in your body. If you have some kind of, I don't know, cramp or pain in your body, become aware of that, or pleasurable feeling, or discomfort, whatever, you know, just becoming aware of that, or becoming aware of taste when you're eating something, or becoming aware of smell. Becoming when you came into this room, did you smell some incense? Yeah, that's becoming aware of smell. Becoming aware of these the objects of the senses. So that's the beginning of meditation practice. And of course, the becoming aware of the breath. That's the bodily sensation, the physical bodily sensation. So there's these five. First is the sights, then sounds, and then 안이 비. 비는 뭐지? Smell, and then taste, and then bodily sensations, um, or touch, yeah, or touch and also bodily sensations, yeah. So these five are in that order. It's because it goes from the grossest to the most kind of subtle, and the most coarse to the subtle. So 이런 이제 안이비설신이 그 가장 거친 대상부터 해서 점점 이렇게 미세해지는 거예요. 이렇게. 그래서 가장 알아차리기 쉬운 것은 이제 보이는 것과 들리는 거예요. So the easiest object of meditation are sights and sounds. Are sights and sounds. Like breath and these other sensations are more subtle, so they're a little more difficult to be aware of. But it's also very not that difficult either. So, but it's best to maybe start with sights and sounds. Like sound meditation is very easy to do. Just close your eyes if you're on the subway. Just let just be open to the sound. Let the sound kind of be aware of the sound. That's it. And that's called mindfulness or awareness. And so that's how you practice meditation. So you don't have to necessarily do it sitting on a cushion or whatever. If you do sit on a cushion, maybe start with a small, like get a pebble or something, put it in front of you. Maybe just comfortable. So where it's comfortably seen, just put it in front of you and look at the pebble, and be aware of the pebble. So 그래서 이렇게 보이는 거나 뭐 들리는 거 이렇게 언제나 어디서나 알아차림을 연습할 수 있어요. 근데 그리고 좌선할 때는 이제 앞에 어떤 뭐 이렇게 자갈 같은 거나 어떤 돌멩이를 이렇게 앞에 두고 그렇게 연습해도 좋고요. 아니면 아무거나 알아차려도 돼요. 뭐 꽃을 앞에 두고 알아차려도 되고. 근데 주로 처음에 시작할 때는 이게 돌멩이 같은 게좀 뭐랄까 알아차림을 더 쉽게 갖게 합니다. So you don't have to necessarily use a pebble. You can use whatever you want as an object of meditation. Just put it flowers or whatever. But generally, it's easier to start with a pebble because it's a small, solid object. So if you're doing sitting meditation, you can try to do it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You don't have to do it for very long for beginners. 그래서 처음에는 5분 이렇게 10분부터 시작하는 거예요. 앉아서 좌선할 때는. So, yeah, and try to practice meditation in everyday life. Try to practice short time and everyday life. Try to practice short time, but also many times throughout the day. Try to practice, and this is a way to becoming more aware. So 그래서 이런 식으로 일상에서도 짧게 자주 이렇게 알아차림을 연습할 수 있어요. So awareness is almost it's like everything. Awareness is the source of all good qualities, and distraction is the source of all suffering and bad qualities. Like so, being learning, getting accustomed to awareness is just it's so important. It's crucial. It's something I think should be taught in school, and it's kind of a such an important skill, but nobody learns how to do it, or in society it's not put put there's not much importance or emphasis on awareness. Um, and I don't know why. Of course, nowadays more and more people are becoming how do you say the benefits of awareness, and now they do teach in some schools and so forth. 그러니까 알아차림이 모든 좋은 것의 근원이에요. 모든 좋은 것의 뭐랄까 관문이에요. 우리 내면에 있는 좋은 부처님의 성품, 이렇게 무한한 성품의 이렇게 관문이고 원인이에요. 반대로 산란함은 모든 안 좋은 것의 원인이에요. 게으름과 분노와 번뇌와 고통, 모든 고통은 산란하면서 오는 거예요. 그래서 그래서 이게 너무나 중요한데 이게 또 뭐 사람들이 뭐 이렇게 안 배우고 사회에서도 뭐 이런 걸 안 가르치고 이렇게 마음의 건강, 마음의 건강이나 마음의 평화 이런 것에 대해서 학교에서 안 배우고 이게 너무 중요한데 가장 중요한데 그래서 어쨌든 근데 점차 이렇게 조금 더 뭐 사람들이 알게 되는 거죠. 이렇게 알아차림의 효능을 이렇게 알게 되는 거죠. 얼마나 도움이 되는지. So now you know how to meditate, right? Basic instructions, and of course there's a much more to become aware of. But in the beginning, you just become aware of these five objects of the five senses. That's enough practice to practice for a long time, for even for a lifetime. That's enough practice. But for now, anyway, we meet every 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, you try to practice these, becoming aware of the five senses. 그래서 그럼 다음 우리 만날 때까지 이 5가지를 이제 알아차리는 연습을 하도록 하세요. 그리고 또 알아차림을 많이 연습을 할수록 이제 뭐랄까 그런 알아차림의 그런 효능을 더 잘 알게 되는 거예요. 이렇게